Reading out this excerpt here, Tomino was interviewed in 1986 regarding Zeta Gundam, and I want to read out his answer to the question. Lastly, now that you've finished Zeta Gundam, what are some of your personal impressions about the series? I learned two things in that there are a whole ton of things you can do because it's a TV series, and about the things that you absolutely can't do on TV. I don't think there are any other people who have had gone through both experiences in the way that I have. I was able to create something I enjoyed and was content with it. Then, in spite of the fact that I had already built something special, I felt frustrated by the notion of having to stop midway, so I was given the opportunity to focus for a year on the parts I felt were left short. Additionally, I was able to participate in my first yearly TV production where I was given the green light to do everything I wanted, even things that generally weren't permitted on TV. Money couldn't buy such a fortunate environment. This is far worse than using a 2 to 3 billion yen to shoot a bad movie. The reason being that a TV series isn't a one and done like a movie, and you can tell what's going on with the production because it's being made sequentially. In spite of that, you can use one season to do one thing, then make another season to do something else. In this process, it's very evident what we're doing on our end. In this case, it was clear that we were doing what we wanted. After making Zeta this time, we received many different reactions from the viewing audience. Even if some of the comments were along the lines of, "Tomino, what the hell is he doing?" When you receive letters of criticism like that, you know that people are watching, or that even if they aren't watching, you know that there are going to be people that have various thoughts about the series. The volume of this kind of feedback is really immense, and in the midst of it, I was allowed to swim as I pleased. I'm extremely grateful for that, and for the fact that this kind of series was allowed to continue for a whole year. I feel as though I was standing at the starting point in the midst of all of that. Of course, I let the younger people gradually take some of the reins in many parts, but I have to say that I'm just so grateful to have been in a position where I was able to be at this starting point, and this is the reason why it's hard to tell whether this kind of tiredness is a good thing or a bad thing. When I think about what it must have felt like as a viewer to see what they saw coming from my end, I really just want to treasure the experiences I've been able to have for the past year. There is the problem of age, so I'm not entirely sure how things will turn out, but I'm hoping to continue working at it. It's an entirely different thing from the experience of a good movie, so I have to say that the different sponsoring companies involved really put up with a lot. I'm just very grateful. Anyhow, as far as my impressions go, these were the things that left the strongest impressions when reflecting back on this past year.